Sorry, there's supposed to be a transition there. I didn't get to it yet. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just tell me when.
Yeah, we're good. We've been live.
It's a spooky, spectacular, and welcome to the penultimate place to get your Marvel news, our MCU reviews, and our fireside chats on all things Marvel. This is episode 59, I believe,
Yes.
of the Marvel Mondays initiative. Thank you. And today's topic is our review of the Marvel special presentation of Werewolf by Night. If you're listening on your favorite podcast service, feel free to give us a good rating on that platform. It helps us it helps the algorithms, and that in turn helps us grow our audience. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider dropping a like and a sub, and don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications for when we go live with all our shows like the Penultimate Game Show, the Cross Media Show, and, of course, Anime Nation. For those of you who don't know, my name is Christian Macias, the curator of cinema and your host for the evening. Alongside me today, you heard his voice for just a second there. He is the director of all. I'm sorry, is that right? Yes. Here we go. Our one and only director of operations, Ben Guerrero.
Hello.
Boss.
How are you doing today? First off, don't call me your boss. I'm not your boss. In order for me to be your boss, I would
Dude.
have to pay you. You know.
I woke up in a freaking daze. It's autumn now, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, right? So like I woke up and I was like, oh, it's like 5:30. It's so dark, and I looked at my time and I was like, oh, I overslept. I should have been clocked into work already.
Uh-oh.
Just a little bit
Oh
past 8.
fuck.
No, it's fine. It was like 8. It was like
Alright.
8:10. It's no big deal.
Okay. Okay.
The other voice you're here. I'm sorry, Ben. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I literally just said.
Yeah, I know.
I literally just said.
It's a reflex.
I'm good. I'm good though. Thank you. How about you?
I'm good. How about yourself? No, I'm just kidding.
And the other voice you might have heard for just a second. He is the based man himself, my Evangelion misanthrope, Ryan the Lion 3055, aka Ryan Smith. Hello.
How's it going, guys? Excited to be here on Marvel Mondays.
Yeah, it's weird having you on the show.
It's strange. It's strange.
Yeah.
Is it? It's kind of nice. A little change of pace. You know what I mean? A little different.
Yeah, I mean it's not weird in a bad way. It's just I'm gonna be
It's
speaking
special.
to Ryan for all 3 shows this week, I guess.
Oh, sweet heavens.
Yes, indeed.
Let us get into some housekeeping for today. Is this up to date?
No,
To the agenda?
I'll take the reign on this.
Tell me. Tell me.
This week we are doing. I know we had said in the background. I had said that we were going to do Black Adam, but Black Adam sucks. So let's not do Black Adam and let's just do House of the Dragon in review.
It's all that movie for nothing.
No, we'll still do it further down the line.
Wow.
We're gonna do it further down the line, but I mean, nobody held a gun to your head, Ryan. That's all I'm saying.
I said I'd go see it for the review.
Okay, all right. So then we have to do it. No, there's no choice. We'll be doing the House of the Dragon in. I gotta stop saying that. House of the Dragon review. Probably Thursday. I think. Yeah, Thursday. Thursday works. I'm gonna try to see if I can get. I think Matt Grover said he might be available, and I might see if we can get Travail on because why not?
Travail?
Yeah. And then tomorrow, I believe I'm gonna. Let me just stop giving actual dates and just put out what we might be doing. We are gonna do a penultimate games show this week about God of War Ragnarok. God Ragnarok, right?
That is the name of the game, yeah.
That's the new one. Yeah. So
That's the name of the game.
there you go. We're going to be talking about, I guess, a deep dive on God of War into God of War Ragnarok.
All right.
All right.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Then perfect. That leads us over into our Marvel news for the week. Of course, the biggest item, probably our only item for today, is that we woke up today to a new trailer drop. It is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The trailer has finally released. Vibe check. How we feeling after it? Ruben is dancing, so I'm assuming he thinks it's a good trailer.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is probably the second movie out of the whole MCU Phase 5 and 6 that I am excited for. Obviously, number one being the Kang Dynasty Avengers movie.
This is a Phase 4 movie.
No,
I'm
the Phase
sorry.
5.
You're right. Black Panther's the last Phase 4. Yeah, you're
no,
right.
we
I
had this
apologize.
discussion again already.
I know.
Jesus
I know.
Christ, man. But
That's
anyway,
my bad.
that's okay. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I'm hyped for this movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp kind of let me down with its lackluster, villain, the ghost of Christmas Past, I think is what her name was. I don't remember. But yeah, like they can't really screw up Kang. He's already been introduced. So
Mhm.
let's hope.
Well, I mean,
for
they could
some
still
crazy
mess him
shit.
up, so to speak. I guess if you
Yeah,
don't
but
like
it's a
his.
variant. It's okay. It's fine if they mess him up.
That's true. I guess yeah. The one
Yeah.
from Loki was a variant. Yeah, you're right there.
So it's fine. Everything's fine. But from what it looks like, it looks fucking awesome. And oh man, can't wait. Ryan,
Ryan, how about you?
I'm not feeling it.
I'm with
I'll
you.
be honest here. I was like, this is a mid-ass trailer. It was just
Yep.
mid. It was very much like the scene where they're getting sucked into the Carniverse. That looked like out of 2011. That looked bad. I was like, oh, this isn't great. Some of the scenes look really cool, like the worlds and stuff. I'm interested in. Some of the background stuff looks cool, but overall, it just feels like Ant-Man again. I've done Ant-Man 1 and 2. Ant-Man 1's a good movie. Ant-Man 2 isn't. That I'm not sure where this one's going to be. It just this didn't get me excited for the movie. Nothing about this movie has gotten me excited. From
not
the
even.
poster they put out at Comic-Con that looked awful to the new poster, which I
Oh,
also
that's
think
worse.
doesn't look good at all. It's so bad.
It's a terrible poster. I agree. It's really bad.
What?
Yeah, it's a really bad poster.
Are we
I'm
talking about
sorry.
the same poster?
Yeah, with a giant king with a little Ant-Man on his
Yeah.
fingers. It looks so
the
bad.
unseeable Ant-Man.
That was the whole point of the first thing that we got
Right.
for.
I get it.
I'm
but-
just saying,
You're
if
gonna
this
tell
is
me.
great
Go ahead.
to
Ryan.
bring in the next big bad that is going to be building 2 phases out of,
No.
I'm a little worried.
It's not though, because we've already had the big bad introduced already. Loki.
I mean,
You're right,
it
at
wasn't.
the end, he was
uh,
in Loki.
He was. So this is not an introduction anymore. This is all guns going. I think that's not the right phrase. But you're gonna tell me that thank you, Spider-Man didn't get you? No?
No.
You're
No, it made me
monsters.
like it less.
You are monsters.
It dropped it down 1 peg.
Oh my god, why do I do this show with you guys?
I mean, sure. I mean, it's not a bad joke. I mean, it's a joke. It just whatever. When do I ever laugh at trailer jokes? Never. Here's my take. I actually disagree with Ryan. I think the them getting sucked into the quantum stuff was actually like where I was most interested in the trailer. Like I think like the relationship that Scott has with like this new Cassie is going to be kind of interesting and pretty cool. It was everything to do that's actually in the quantum stuff. Like the CGI was a nightmare for me. Like it just looked like a visual, like it's just visual noise. Like nothing was like look at the shot compositions in so many of them. Like it just like where did my eyes focus? Like nowhere. And then even worse is that they're using the volume and it looks like garbage in this. Like I get
Wait,
it's a trailer.
this was done in the volume?
And yeah, and you can tell it looks fucking terrible. This is like when they use the volume in Thor: Love and Thunder, and it's like they're just the volume is just like a backyard. Why don't they just film in a backyard somewhere? Why do they have to green screen this? Granted, they have to green screen because like it's they're in the quantum realm. I understand that, but there are ways to make it look good. It looked terrible in this movie itself. I'm sure will be good. I actually like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I had fun with it.
Are you sure?
Is it the
No,
best
that's
Marvel
a-
movie? No, it's you know what I mean. But like I enjoy it. I feel like this is gonna be a tad bit better. My thing is, and I think Hugo is actually right on this. If Hugo ends up listening, this movie is kind of ripping off Guardians a little bit. I think it's going for the tone of a Guardians of the Galaxy, which might be a good thing. The Guardians movies are good, right? And if they can like match that a little bit, they might be onto something. So it's got a similar vibe. If I didn't know it was the quantum realm, I'm like, oh, they're in space somewhere. You know what I mean?
I definitely have to agree with that. If you're going to do this Marvel cinematic humor, the only one that has ever really stuck for me with it is Guardians. Guardians has the right vibe and everything for that, so it'd fit well to do a movie. And if that's what you want to base these more comedic side movies on, it's definitely the best blueprint they have. So yeah, I could definitely see it being a Guardians-esque film.
You're shaking your head, Ruben. Why?
I was so hyped for this movie, and I still am.
You still can't. You still can be.
No,
Yeah.
I still am, but it's like, what what do you guys want from these fucking movies?
I'm sorry. The first Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer was fucking rips. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it needed
great
to
trailer.
be, because of Chadwick Boseman. It needed to live up to the hype. Like, what do you want from Peyton Reed, man? What do you want? What more do you want from these guys?
I don't know. Just to make a cool movie, and
So-
jury's still out. I'll have to
So-
wait and see.
To quote, I believe it was Hugo, Peyton Reed asking Kevin Feige while he's smoking his 27th cigarette of the day. Like, leave this man alone, Christian. Just let him be. Just watch these movies. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them.
I'm gonna watch it.
Good.
I don't know.
I expect
it's
you
gonna.
to.
This leads into the Kang Dynasty or whatever. Or
Yeah.
so-
exactly. Okay. All right.
I have to see how Phase 5 kicks off. You know what I mean?
It's gonna kick off.
I just wanted my Blade movie, but now that's gone forever.
Isn't it sad how much they're fumbling Blade?
It really is.
Like, come on now.
It's really
Come
bad.
on.
It's really bad. It's kind of upsetting, actually.
Actually, before we move on, let's do a quick hype check on Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. There was another trailer that dropped. I haven't seen it. I don't know if you guys have. No.
Oh, no,
I
that's
have
a lie. I
been-
did. Sorry.
I've been avoiding them.
I have as well.
Like I only saw the first one, which I think is one of the best Marvel trailers to ever come out. I
agree.
love the first trailer for this movie. I am extremely hyped from at least what I have seen of this film from that trailer, from what I hear. I'm excited for this one.
Heck yeah. Ruben, 2 weeks away. You excited for Wakanda Forever?
So the thing is, like, I don't know.
You can stop. Stop there. Stop there. Stop while you're ahead. Stop
This
while you're
man
ahead.
was
like,
hyped for that.
Am I excited for Wakanda Forever? I'm excited to see where the story goes, but like, did not really like Black Panther 1. Like, it was
What?
Yeah. I'm more of
What?
I'm more of an Ant-Man guy, my
This
hype
is
levels are
Monster.
still high, but it's like not as high as yours. You guys are probably like at a 9, 8.5, 9. I'm like at a 6.
I don't know, man. Ryan Coogler makes fucking cool movies. Is my thing.
Yeah, but like the first one was, it wasn't bad in any means. Like,
Of course not. It was great.
I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was great. I don't think it was great.
Go
that's
watch
mostly-
Black Adam.
That's God, no, I don't want to watch that. Christian,
I hear the
don't make me-
hierarchy of power change.
Stop! I hate this fucking phrase, the hierarchy
Yeah.
of power. Oh my god! I just want to shoot somebody in the head, mostly me.
You know what's worse than that phrase is that post-credit scene. Terrible post-credit
Yeah,
scene.
you saw it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. DC posted it themselves. Or I guess the Black Adam account.
Oh, did they really?
Wait, that's so funny.
They didn't
Wait.
post the actual scene themselves. Like, they posted, who was in it. or
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Today's post. Yes, I just thought you meant like they posted the whole thing.
No. Before the movie came out, they posted. Can I spoil this? Can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead. Nobody gives a shit.
At this point, we know. Yeah, okay. They posted a fake phone that belongs to Black Adam texting Superman, it was about fighting or meeting or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, why are you doing this?
Because
The movie's not even out yet.
fortunately, it's out in some people's hearts, and unfortunately, well, this isn't a DC show, so I'm just not gonna.
Yeah,
continue.
you're right. Let's circle back to Marvel. Let's get into our topic of the show. Werewolf by Night. released in 2022, just a few weeks ago. Directorial debut by Michael Giacchino, starring none other than the GOAT, Gael Garcia Bernal. Fucking love that man. And Laura Donnelly as well, as also Bloodstone. Let me read you a little bit from the press overview. Inspired by horror films of the 1930s and 1940s, Marvel Studios' chilling special presentation aims to evoke a sense of dread and macabre with plenty of suspense and scares along the way as we explore a new corner of the MCU. One more paragraph. The eerie tale follows a secret cabal of monster hunters who, on a dark and somber night, emerge from the shadows and gather at the foreboding Bloodstone Temple, following the death of their leader. In a strange and macabre memorial to the leader's life, the attendees find themselves thrust into a mysterious and deadly competition for a powerful relic, a hunt that will ultimately bring them face to face with the dangerous monster. Top level thoughts. Debut by Giacchino. Did you like Werewolf by Night, Ryan?
This is what I want out of my MCU. This is the kind of shit that gets me going.
These are
The vibes on this, if we're just going vibe checks here, immaculate. It was a great homage to classic horror. The black and white was super dope. Some really fun, weird character cameos in it. Overall, I thought to me, this is the best thing to come out of Marvel in 2022.
Whoa.
over the movies, even themselves.
Oh yeah, 100%. There hasn't been a movie I liked this year. I don't. Did Spider-Man come out this year or last year?
That was
Spider-Man came out
December last
That
year.
was December. Yeah. Then there hasn't been a movie I've been a super big fan of.
So this year was what, Multiverse of Madness, and
And
was there another movie?
Thor.
There must have
Thor.
been. And Thor. Yeah.
I really disliked Thor, and Multiverse was fun, but I like this more.
Ruben, how about you?
I thought this was fantastic. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, other than what the trailers have shown us, you know, like it's going to be 60s horror movie, I guess. That's the right decade, right?
30s and 40s.
30s
and 40s.
Yeah, I was close. Yeah, it was really, really good. I thought it hit well, and, you know, fucking twists and turns, you know? Twists and turns. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought Giacchino was did very well for the first special presentation.
For his first time directing, period, right?
Yeah,
I thought it was great. Yeah. I liked Werewolf by Night a lot. I think off the backs of me being cynical on so much of Disney Plus MCU TV, I mean, even just Disney Plus TV in general, having something like this come out from the MCU, being like, yes, let's go back to just making things cool again. Like, let's just tell a cool story. And I think it works for this. In fact, I went so far as to even tweet that, like, I wished Disney Plus, the focus of it for Marvel was these one-off special presentations. I think that would make for a lot stronger, I guess, shows, presentations, just period on Disney. Is that going to be the reality? Of course not, and I get that. So at the very least, I would hope that moving forward, and I feel like maybe they might pivot a little bit, that they focus on making these special presentations more of a focus on their streaming service rather than just shows period across the board. If they just do focus on special presentations, and then when it's right, do TV shows when the need arises, I think it can make it for some really cool Disney Plus content. And I like Werewolf by Night. I give it 4 stars out of 5 on. I'm sorry, no, I didn't. I don't rate the TV shows on Letterboxd, but I would have given it 4 stars out of 5.
Presentation. That's really
Yeah, well, I think it's a little muddy there. I liked it. I also really enjoyed like having on the same week having this and then Andor. So 2 Mexican actors be the face of Disney for that week. Gael Garcia Bernal and Diego Luna. I thought was like refreshing. Werewolf by Night, a breath of fresh air in the streaming side of the MCU. Were it not for Multiverse of Madness, I think I would agree with Ryan. This might have been my favorite thing coming out of Marvel in 2022.
It's funny that we brought up Blade before. Like this, for me, this is how they should probably introduce whoever the villain is going to be in Blade, or like the backstory of the Blade gang. I don't know anything about Blade, guys. The Blade gang, you know, like the person who turned him, I guess. I don't fucking know. Dracula? Is Dracula a thing in the MCU? Well, in the
Dracula's a
Yes.
thing. Yes.
Yeah. Boom, there you go. Dracula.
So you're saying you would like for the villain of Blade to be introduced via special presentation?
I think, see, it's a little difficult. I think we should have. My personal thought would be to introduce, not do this all the time, but like special villains would, or characters, I guess, would be introduced as special presentations. And then like have them introduced into the movie. So like a movie where the runtime is only like an hour and a half, an hour, 2 hours max, where we can't give enough backstory for the villain or the backstory for the
Right.
character. Boom, bring them in here. But put this out the week before the movie comes out.
Well, you probably want to put it out a bit earlier, just so everyone who hasn't gotten a chance to watch it could watch it.
Yeah,
but
right.
but I
this
mean,
out a
I
month.
understand. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think you run into the risk of having people be like complain that it's too tiresome to keep up because all these things are releasing before the movie. Like, why can't things just exist in the movie? But I do agree with you. Like, it could go a long way. Like, if you only have so much time, like, look to Thor: Love and Thunder, which, yeah, Christian Bale is a great actor, but was he given a lot of time to really exist in the role of Gore? No. Would he have benefited from having something beforehand to establish that character? Maybe. Ruben, you might be onto something there.
Could we
God,
have-
I'd love to see those cut scenes.
Oh,
Of him from-
there was like they had
Like-
more shit, right?
Yeah, they had a bunch of shit where they couldn't use it, but it was like him like scarring himself and stuff.
Yeesh.
And I'm like, that would have just been 6 scenes.
I agree.
I
There-
will say, I'm sorry, one more thing. I will say this would be an excellent way to introduce one of the variants for Kang.
Via special presentation.
Yes. Perfect. I know exactly the person I'm thinking of.
Okay. Who
The first Kang.
is the one that?
Well, not the first Kang. Well, you know what I mean. The one that what's his name? He Who Remains was talking about, like the first Kang that opened up the multiverse or whatever. That started the war, I guess.
Is he not the one the Avengers are eventually going to fight?
Maybe? I don't know.
I guess we don't know. You're right. We don't know. What we do know, as Werewolf by Night was much different. Very much Halloween vibes. The thing that I really liked is that they nailed the atmosphere. Let me tell you about something, because it's both something that I like, but also a little bit of a criticism here. How refreshing it was to have actual sets built. Like, this presentation has texture in the frames, like the actor is moving in it. It feels weird to call that refreshing when like that should be the normal, but like MCU doesn't operate that way. It's mostly blue screens now and chroma keys, right? So having sets goes so far. But dude, like the black and white, just off the bat with the title, works. My complaint is I wish they would have gone a bit farther. I had to look up the cinematographer, Zoe White. There's some cool things going on. Like, obviously, it's an ode to 30s and 40s movies. So, like, things that I noticed were like the film burns that were visually added. So you're getting like the little bit of grain, and you're getting like the little burns every now and then, like the dust. And that was nice, but it's shot digitally. It's not actually shot on film like it would have been in the 30s and 40s. So, like, I would have liked them to go a bit farther, just to really hammer down the point. Like, yes, this is like a thing that we're actually doing. We're gonna make a cool thing. There's texture to this, but digital is cheaper. I understand that. So it still looks cool, and it set the atmosphere right. How did you guys feel about the black and white use?
Right.
Okay. I loved it. I mean, I dig old horror movies. I dig a lot of the vibes that black and white brings.
because instead of looking for all the colors and stuff, you're really focusing in now on characters and what they're doing and all that. I
Hmm.
like a lot of that with black and white. And then yeah, it just brings a really good horror vibe to it that they were working for.
Dude,
So yeah,
when they're walking first into, I guess, like what the maze or whatever it is, like where they're gonna like one
the
by
hunting
one
grounds.
hunting grounds,
Yeah.
and then like they're blasting those like trumpets and like fire is like shooting out. Like, come on, like the vibes there were they nailed. Come
Oh
on,
yeah.
Ruben, how about you?
I thought it was great. The scene that stood out for me most was just the when he's turning into the werewolf. Just fucking aesthetically pleasing, you know? Like you don't see him when he's fully turned. You don't really see him until like they give you the full final reveal. Oh, it was great. I loved it.
And yeah, and the thing that works about that too is like that does pay homage to where things used to happen off screen, or you would
Yeah.
see like their shadows turning, and it's like the cinema of the unknown a little bit, like or of the imagination, where like it's almost scarier just to imagine it in your head rather than
Right.
actually see it. And you're right, it does work. You also get that cool, like almost Captain America, like something you would see like in a Captain America scene where like Jack as the werewolf is ripping dudes apart in that
Oh
right in
yeah.
front of the elevator, which is fucking ill. Come on.
I like
I was surprised. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say I like how there was one guy left and he's just standing there. Instead of retreating, he's just standing there waiting to die.
Mhm. It'd be like that, dude. So scared to move.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I was a little bit surprised at how violent they let it be, though.
I'm glad it was
Oh,
though.
Same,
I thought that
yes.
was one of the best parts.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree. Hey, you
I
just
like
forget.
I like when Marvel gets to push the edge a little bit. It's a little
I
fun.
agree.
Here's hoping Blade is edgy.
It needs to be. It needs to be.
Oh,
I
Blade,
mean, if
Blade needs it. Yeah.
can I be real? If they're already going to do an R rating movie with Deadpool, I think it's worth consideration. Like, why not also have an R rating for Blade?
I think, if any movie's gonna be R-rated, it should definitely be Blade, just because of the violence and gore that should be happening in that.
That should be in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're killing vampires and stuff,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
that should
should
happen.
be slashing vampires just apart with a katana.
Oh
He should just be going in
god.
there.
It's so easy, Marvel. Come on.
Just let it happen. Come on.
Honestly,
Ryan,
I wouldn't be surprised if after the good reception we got from this, they hit up Giacchino and like, hey.
no, I don't know if they'll let him direct the whole movie.
I don't
just
think
yet.
they would, but like it would be. I would be impressed if he could pull off a Blade movie.
I would as well. But I do think like I was a bit nervous beforehand. Like Giacchino hadn't done any kind of directing. So I was like, yeah, it's a special presentation. It's kind of big. Is he gonna land it? And he does. Like he showed that he does have directing chops, which I think is really cool. And I hope they let him make more stuff in the future, more other like just one off, just
Right.
cool shit.
I mean, for me, it's also like Giacchino knows obviously the music side of the business, but like he's shown that he could pull it off with this. So I feel like whatever he does next is gonna be like fucking amazing. Whether it be his, directorial debut,
Right.
like for movies.
I'm glad Giacchino also did the score for this too.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's a lot less music in it because it's only like an hour-long thing. But again, I always go back to like when they're walking to the hunting grounds, like the music there and just the overall tone. It rocks.
The music there is real good. A lot of the music in the chase scenes, like where they're running through the maze and everything, is really good. No, overall
Right.
the music slapped in this.
Ryan mentioned characters. Obviously, one we have to touch on, our lead, Gael Garcia Bernal as Jack Russell. What do you guys think about him? Because I fucking loved him, dude. I thought he was so awesome.
Oh, he was great. I absolutely loved him. He was just the right amount of awkward
Yeah.
We are like, what's up with this guy?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but
funny
he's
and sincere, but still just a
yeah.
little awkward. He's like, you can tell he is not in a place he should be. All
The thing
these
for
other
me,
eclectic hunters that feel like they're out of a 1920s, like just straight caricatures, and then this guy. I loved that. I thought he was fantastic.
the thing for me is like everyone. You're right, because everyone else that's in this fucking in their little ceremony is a hunter, and like they feel like cartoony. They feel like someone that's like very much like a
That's a
comic
Saturday
book
morning
character,
villain.
right? Yeah, a villain. Yeah, but they feel
Yeah.
cold because of that, right? But
hmm
Gale, maybe a little bit of his awkwardness, feels like a warm character, and I think it has something to do with his eyes. Whatever they did to, he has that little bit of like makeup underneath his eyes, but there's like a almost like a sadness behind it that you can't quite pinpoint. Obviously,
hmm
the werewolf stuff, but I think for me it was like he's a charismatic dude. At the end of the day, he still kind of has that little bit of like humor in it and like levity, and especially when he meets Man Thing and it comes out, I thought was
Now
great.
there's my boy. I was
Okay,
hyped to see some Man Thing.
talk to me about Man Thing. What'd you think?
Man Thing. First off, he looked fantastic.
He did.
He looked great. He was just a weird giant monster. I love like weird swamp monster characters like Swamp Thing, like Man Thing. Um, where they are just these weird. I just like this whole horror side that we're going into with Marvel right here.
Mm,
I
mm.
think there's a lot of fun to be had in these early Marvel stories before Marvel was into superheroes when their main gig was horror. The places where Doctor Strange came out of and all this. Man Thing is very important to that. He's basically just a weird spirit god of the forest. And
Yeah,
it was
is
just fun to see him.
does anyone know, is that where like the bloodstone, like I guess what help it boosts his powers but also angers him? Does that have anything to do
Yeah,
with like
it's like it just basically anything of the supernatural. It just kind of pisses off.
got it?
Yeah.
It's like basically like think needle in your side kind of
Mm,
deal.
I don't think
okay.
it boosted their powers. It was more of like it weakened them, but it also
It
made
weakened them, but it makes them
Oh,
aggressive.
aggressive.
weaken it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
I had that reversed. What'd you think about Swamp Thing? Sorry, not Swamp Swamp Thing. Man Thing.
Swamp Thing was a horrible DC show, Christian. I don't know if you saw it. It only lasted 3 episodes and then they canceled it.
I did not. Did not.
And that's I might be being very generous with that 3 episodes. I'm pretty sure it was just the one, and then they were like, "No, this is bad." But anyway, Man Thing, I thought
Should I
was what
should I be calling him Ted, by the way? Since that's his name.
you probably should. Man Thing is
It,
very
it
it's below you. Quite honestly, I'm a little offended.
I'm kidding.
No, I thought he looked spectacular. I don't really know much about Man Thing. I was trying to before the show, I was trying to see if New Rockstars had a video on like the special hidden Easter eggs for Werewolf by Night, just to refresh my memory. But yeah, it looked great. I thought it was a nice twist at the end where they were kind of arguing like who takes care of who, you know. Um, I am interested to see if we'll see these two again in the future. I don't know.
It-
we're definitely going to see these characters again.
Hmm.
This can't be it for them.
My thing is, I think what works is making Man Thing be that like Groot like figure,
Yeah.
Groot like figure, and people love Groot, and if you make anyone be like Groot, they're gonna love it. And obviously, like on Twitter, people love Man Thing. So
Man Thing.
I think what
I said I am Man Thing.
that's funny.
Yeah.
But I think you guys are referring to the part where like it turns to color like the next day,
Yeah.
and they're both just sitting right there like having coffee and just like chilling.
Now-
Yeah, like okay, tell me.
I want to talk about that scene for a second. When did you guys realize this was the modern day and not like 10?
I
Because
still.
I didn't realize it was the modern day till they were like, "Let's go get sushi," and I was like, "Oh, this gotta be this gotta be '80s up."
I guess I always just kind of assumed it was taking place now.
Oh, for me
In
it's
our
the
I
opposite.
didn't. I was very much just like, because one guy was wearing a monocle.
Yeah.
The minute I see a monocle, I am dating it at least in the 1910s.
That's a really good question.
Honestly, the thought didn't cross my mind until Ryan just said it.
For me, I guess it was like Elsa Bloodstone. I don't know. Like for me, she felt like a bit more of a modern character. I guess
That's fair. That's fair. But even then, she's wearing like a leather jacket. It could have been the 50s.
it easily, right? Yeah, it's just like a
Yeah.
leather jacket and boots like that. Yeah, people were wearing that for sure in 40s.
She
You know,
kind of reminded me of Jessica Jones. And that's not a bad
dude,
thing.
can we talk about Elsa a little bit as well? Because I thought she was great. My
Yeah.
my question was gonna be like, will Elsa return in something else as well? Because I think you guys are right. I think Jack and Ted will return in something else, but Elsa Bloodstone, she could probably pop up in like something like Blade, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Because yeah, well, one, the just to imagine seeing the Bloodstone pop up again in an MCU property just throws off like pretty much Doctor Strange. I think of, I don't know why, because I guess Multiverse of Madness, but
The
it's
spookiness of it all.
no, just like the chaos magic and him dealing with
Okay.
Wanda. Yeah. Oh, that's just thought just crossed my mind. What if this is how they bring back Wanda with the Bloodstone?
I mean she's not dead.
I mean, we don't
Right.
know that she's dead, or we don't know. If
They
she's
are.
dead.
I mean, Kevin Feige already confirmed it. Even
Oh, did he?
like it was pretty obvious at the end of the movie that
Yeah,
she ain't
she
dead.
vanished. Okay, okay. I just wanted to double
Yeah.
check. Okay.
Whatever happened, I don't know. Who knows? Man, I guess one thing I wanted to mention too is like I thought it was pretty smart their use of colors. Like they held back on using it only in specific moments. Like obviously when you think of color in black and white movies, my go-to is always Schindler's List. They have 3 use of color of the colors red in that to like really pinpoint stuff. For here, it's not as deep. It's just like the bloodstone is red. But I don't know. I did like it. It like
It
maybe it
worked.
adds a little bit of weight to the bloodstone. It works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like that is an artifact that exists in the MCU. My question is like Ruben kind of alluded to it, but like where else could this pop up if it does?
Honestly, it was like you said, Blade. I think that's the only place
Yeah.
it could probably pop up.
So, with her now having and everything, she is a known monster hunter in at least the comics. I don't know what they're going to do with her in going forward in MCU, but she has ties to pretty much all of the mystical side of the Marvel. So you have Doctor Strange, you have Blade. There's a lot of places I could see. She's also a not villain but not hero. So she could end up on one
Right.
of the random
An
shows. I
anti-hero.
forget which one is coming out that's about all the anti-heroes. With the
Oh,
team that was
Thunderbolts?
getting made.
Black
Yeah.
Adam.
You could see her appear as a Thunderbolt. I could see that. There's a lot of places she could appear.
Is the Thunderbolts a movie though? Isn't it a movie?
Yeah.
I thought it was a TV show.
No, I think it's a movie.
No, I think it's a movie.
Is it a
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't put Harrison.
I don't know why I
Ford
thought
in
it got
a TV show.
canceled, but it became a TV show.
I think it kicks off Phase 6
Yeah.
or it ends Phase 5. One of those two.
No, I don't think
What,
so.
Well,
look
didn't
it up?
everything just get moved?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we did get 3 delays, which we talked about last week, and that's most likely a good thing.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
definitely.
Sorry, Ruben.
Everything needs a bit more time in the oven.
That's what she said.
Any more notes? These were mostly my notes. We covered everything. I think ambiance is, I think, the biggest thing. Like really hammering on atmosphere and physical presence. Again, like I can't understate enough, or I guess overstate, how awesome it is to have sets being built in that actors can work in. It gives it an entirely different feel that I wish more MCU projects did moving forward. To be honest.
I will happen to. I will have to agree. I'm sorry. I'm just looking to see when. It looks like it's Phase 5.
Yeah, I think it
Not the
ends
end.
phase 5.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. Again, I'm still looking. But Ryan, what do you think?
What do I
Any final
think of
notes?
like any final notes? Let me think here real quick. This is just for the past probably since Avengers, Endgame. The things I have enjoyed the most out of MCU is not it trying to be what it was for over a decade, retelling of major superhero stories. I'm liking these weird sub changes in genre and all that that do happen inside the universe of the MCU, but it doesn't feel like a superhero movie. Things like this, Shang-Chi, even Doctor Strange, with all the horror inspired elements and everything inside of it.
Hmm.
These are the movies that are really getting me in in this phase we've been in. This kind of stuff right here. When the MCU isn't, it's a world that people can tell any kind of story in, not just a superhero story. That's
Yeah.
where I think it shines the best. And I'm excited to see more projects like this.
And that's oh, okay, Ruben, go ahead.
Sorry, Thunderbolts is going to be released July 26, 2024. This is right after Captain America: New World Order and right before Blade.
Yeah.
So
I think Blade was going to be beforehand. I think Thunderbolts was supposed to end phase
yes,
5 and then it got pushed
yes,
back.
yes.
Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. Ryan, I agree. I think I agree, but in a different way. I think for me, it's um, let Marvel make cool stuff first. That's cool for the sake of being cool and not having to do with anything that we've already seen, which is just like that superhero focused, the tried and true MCU formula. Like, no, let's just tell something cool with an interesting story, with proper production behind it, and hopefully audiences will resonate with it. Case in point is Shang-Chi. Like that is my marker for like, is it the best MCU from Phase 4? I think that's up for discussion. It might be. It's certainly
Top
my
5.
favorite, even though I don't call it the best. But like, that is a cool project, and like, first and foremost, and like that's one of the reasons why I succeed. Multiverse of Madness maybe didn't hit with others, but we can all agree like it was like
Crazy.
they tried to do like a unique project on its own. Maybe it didn't land it for everyone. That's okay. They tried something, and for me, that's refreshing. Werewolf by Night, the exact same thing. They're doing something different. It's unique, and it lo and behold, it's cool because of that, just on its own. And because it's cool on its own, and because it's refreshing, I'm more likely to resonate with it and just find it more appealing, as opposed to like the other stuff we've been getting on Disney Plus. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Honestly, I have to agree with Christian here. I think that I would rather them see. Well, I would rather them do different things. Like again, let's go to Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is different in the sense of like this was supposed to be it was supposed to be like the first MCU movie where the character actually well, I don't know how to put this. I guess it was it was a martial arts movie more than a superhero movie, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like,
Which is what it needed to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And that's why it's my favorite movie of the phase. I think it was just an awesome martial arts movie.
Yeah. So I would expect them to not drastically shift everything to be different because then if everything's different, it's all the same still. But I do like the diamonds in the
No,
rough.
Ed, that's not true. If everything's different, everything's different.
Well, I meant like the same different.
I just at the end of the day, I spent 10 years watching Meet Hero, Meet Hero, Meet Hero team up movie phase end, Meet Hero and repeat till we get to Thanos and Endgame. I've seen you tell that story. It's one of the most impressive feats I've ever seen. Was the
Right.
build up over 10 years. That's amazing. You did it. Now that you've done that, it's not time to rebuild and start showing me a bunch of characters again to build a team. Show me some weirder sides of the MCU, like you're doing
Yes.
with Werewolf by Night. I want to see these deep, dark corners. where there are really unique stories to be told. And I
There's a
think
tweet.
we're going in the right direction here. But yeah,
Yeah.
what's the tweet?
I agree. There's a tweet that I'm referencing. This is from October 7th, 2021, from Doc Future. And this, I think, is a good way that describes the way I feel about MCU projects, specifically on Disney Plus a lot. And it's getting into what Ryan was getting at as well. Back in the day, if you did a TV show called Surf Dracula, you'd see that fool surfing every week in a new adventure. But in the streaming era, the entire first season got to be a long ass flashback to how he got the surfboard until you finally get to see him surf for 5 minutes in the finale. That has been the formula for pretty much almost every single Disney Plus MCU project. Not all of them. Wanda's different. People like, Loki is different as well. But like for the most, for the rest of them, like that has been their go-to.
Well,
So
if you think about it right there with Wanda and Loki, already known named characters that we have extensive time with. They're not brand new.
yes,
Because that's really been what it is with a lot of the TV show ones. Is it's a brand new character getting introduced.
you're right. And even when
And
it is a
then-
brand new character like Captain America, the show is about him
Oh my
getting
god,
that suit and
I
putting it
keep
on the
forgetting
finale.
that show. I keep forgetting that exists.
I forget a lot of the shows exist.
That's
But
fair.
anyway.
Fair.
I got a couple final questions that's going to close us out. Special presentations. This was our first. There's going to be more. I believe Armor Wars was supposed to be a special presentation, but that got shifted over to a movie.
No, Armor Wars
Correct?
supposed to be a TV show that got shifted to a movie.
Oh, it wasn't a presentation. It was a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. What we do have is now we know that Marvel's Silver Surfer is going to be a special presentation.
Fuck yeah,
How we,
baby.
Ruben's like, okay, tell me about. All right, Ruben, how you feeling?
I
What are
mean,
your thoughts on this?
This is the first I hear of this, and I'm kind of glad because that was the problem with. Again, we're gonna talk about the Fox Fantastic Four 2 movie.
I have to know. I'm sorry. I thought it was confirmed. It's a rumor.
I would
But-
like that to happen. Okay, Kevin
Yeah.
Feige, I'll send you my notes for the tomorrow's morning meeting. So just be prepared. Yeah, I would like that just to don't throw us into him already being the Silver Surfer and then just like you said, give us a flashback of like this is how I became the Silver Surfer and he's on his way to a fucking planet and the whole movie is a flashback of him turning into the Silver Surfer and then at the end he's like bringing the Galactus message. No, don't do that. Just give us a good story as to why he's the Silver Surfer.
No, no, we don't need that. This is literally what we just said.
He's the
just
Silver
let him-
Surfer. There's no
just
reason for he's silver and he's on a surfboard in space.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
Tell us how he got that surfboard, you know?
I don't give a.
No.
I don't give a fuck. Who cares? That can come later.
I want to see weird, trippy 1960s like space shit, Lost in Space style,
No,
with
no.
this dude just cruising through space.
I'm kidding, guys. Again, as a callback to what Christian, the tweet that Christian was talking about. No, yeah, I would definitely like to see not a day in the life, but like him doing the deeds. You know, like him.
Oh, you want to see him do the deed? You want? Oh,
You know what I mean?
gross, dude.
Silver.
I want him to. I want to see the first scene we should see is him.
Is
like,
he all
bringing
silver?
the
You gotta
message
know.
No, we don't have to know. Him bringing
Does the surfboard
message-
match the drapes?
Stop. We'll find out in this special presentation. We need to see him. Like the first scene needs to set the tone for what the character is, and as far as I remember, the character of Silver Surfer he's Paul Revere. You know, not really Paul Revere. He's the anti-Paul Revere, I guess.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
says, "Yo, your planet's gonna get eaten. There's nothing you can do about it.
So-
I'm out of here now." But
yeah,
Galactus
I have
is
to go
coming.
name. I have to go name. I have to go tell the next planet that who's fucked up. Yeah, just give us some that has to be like the first scene, and then just give us some interactions with Galactus about why he's doing it, if he's showing some remorse, some stuff, Yeah. There you go. Some stuff.
Honestly, I say do all of that and have the last 5 minutes be a conversation with Galactus and then cut it.
Oh,
Let
you're thinking
Galactus
Loki
be.
style.
Oh, 100%. I think Galactus is going to be what I'm going to guess is the Phase 7 major villain if we're going this far out.
Mm.
Galactus is such a huge world-eating monster that it will have to be a major villain, not of one movie, but of a whole phase.
I mean, he's been teased since Phase 1,
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, they didn't know what
but-
they were doing in phase 1. They were just doing whatever.
yeah, they're just throwing shit
Oh,
into
the
the
dream!
board,
Oh, the dream! Let's make an Iron Man. Let's make it a second Iron Man and add Mickey Rourke to it.
Oh, God.
Give him electric whips.
Iron Man 2.
Bad movie.
Is
bad
it,
movie.
is it is it a good movie? No, but like
It's a really bad movie, Christian. Just for
Vi-
Mickey Rourke
vis-
itself.
visually, it looks better than Ant-Man Quantum Mania.
I don't know
He's
if we
all
can
facts.
go there,
Dude,
you
I mean, go
No.
look online. People are calling Quantum Mania fucking Spy Kids, or they look like the prequels.
Listen, it's too. You can't judge.
It looks like
it's,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
It's apples versus
Yeah.
oranges. Okay, it's apples versus oranges.
It's not. It looks like shit. Iron Man 2 looks better than Quantum Mania. It's
Iron Man
apples
2
and
didn't
apples.
need the fucking volume. Okay, Iron Man 2 wasn't in the fucking quantum realm.
We didn't
you
need
got
to
me. You
misuse
got
the
me there.
volume like this.
You got me there.
Yeah,
We have one more
Tony
special
Stark built
present.
this in a cave. Okay,
Nice. One final presentation
The box
to
is
cover.
scraps.
This one is confirmed. And it's for this year. It's December. Can you guess what it is? You remember this?
Yeah, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Directed by James Gunn.
I don't know.
Wait,
man.
James Gunn's directing it?
Yeah,
Yeah, and he wrote it.
I didn't know that.
He's gotta
I
be.
didn't know he did that. That's fun.
Mhm.
that would be so
Yeah.
weird if they just gave it to somebody else.
Well, I didn't know if he's the kind of guy who would come and do that kind of thing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this was his idea.
Yep.
Oh, that's amazing. I love
yeah.
all of that.
So are we excited for the Guardian special? I think it has the potential to be just as unique and cool as Werewolf by Night. Especially if James Gunn is behind it. I think it's gonna be a sleeper hit for MCU streaming content.
I mean, let's see if Peacemaker pops up.
No, why would he?
The
Why?
James Gunn universe. That's why. If
The
it's
Gunn
like a
universe?
TV show that they see,
John Cena's just on the fucking Milano.
No, it's a TV show that they're watching. I'm sure James Gunn
Oh.
will throw it into there somehow. Just get some cross pollination.
I can see his helmet kicking around. That'd be kind of funny.
It would.
But no, for that I think yeah. Now that I've heard more about it, I have my info here. That gets me excited. James Gunn doing a holiday special. That's gonna be weird and fun.
Now,
Having the Guardians back, fun.
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, I picture this as an animated special.
No.
Okay, so
I don't-
this
I
is
don't
gonna
think
be
it is.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Got
I mean, the
some-
I Am Groot was,
Animated.
the
We're only
Anime
getting
stuff.
one animated Chris Pratt in the next 12 months.
It's a me.
oh god,
Mario.
dude, that voice.
He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it's
Mario?
so wrong.
Mario?
He's gonna say Mario.
It's Mario.
If that happened, I would actually like that performance more. I
Stop!
think.
No, you
for some
can't
reason.
possibly.
I
like
think
that.
so. Yeah, just lean into it.
He's just
Whatever.
gonna say. Well, we have that video of him, like saying, "It's a me, Mario," and then he's like, "No."
Oh, we do.
do.
Yeah?
This is definitely the
and
voice.
it was the voice.
It
It was the
was.
voice. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking liar. Any closing thoughts here on MCU special presentations?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would it be if we just see Chris Pratt in this holiday special in blue overalls and a red shirt?
1. Not funny.
No, not funny at all. Okay.
No. Almost as funny as thank you, Spider-Man.
Wow, you can't compare the two. Come on, you guys don't know humor.
Dude,
if it
here's the
slaps you
thing.
across the face.
In the theater, if this was not a joke in the trailer and they left that for the theater, I would laugh at this in the theater because it's different. I'm in the moment. But if I'm just like at home with my fucking blankie on, eating oatmeal, like, oh, let's pop this trailer and see what it's all about. Like, it's not the same mindset.
So what
I'm
you're
not
saying
gonna laugh
is
at it in the
you were
trailer.
Watching this trailer on the clock.
Absolutely.
Oh wow!
Did any of us not watch this trailer on the clock?
I was off today, so yeah, I didn't watch this on the clock.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Is it my problem? I don't know. If I had to watch
Yeah.
a shitty Twitter link video for it because it leaked on Twitter first. But
I think it did leak. I think it was accidentally posted and then it
yeah, it
like
was
posted an hour later.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just embargoed a bit too early. Speaking of, by the way, I don't know if Ruben, you know, but there are Ragnarok spoilers.
Yes, I do know.
Online.
I'm
Yeah.
no longer on Twitter.
Oof,
You're
is-
just off of it.
I wish
for
I wish
2
I was strong
weeks.
enough.
I
wish
mean,
was
I don't
strong enough.
use Twitter at all, but yeah.
Sure. That's gonna do it for us for Werewolf by Night. We're not ranking this, so we don't have to rank it anymore. Ryan would rank it above anything Phase 4, so we have that. Ruben, I guess
Yeah, but Ryan,
Your
is this
feet-
better than like the Green Goblin? Is the question you really have to ask yourself. Like Green Goblin
In general,
demolished. No. The Green Goblin that was in Spider-Man No Way Home, he just like demolished Peter's life twice. Not once, but twice.
yeah, this is better than William Dafoe. Doing really well in the middle there when he was like reformed, kinda, and then he was crazy again. I wasn't super into it,
Nah,
but
you're
yes, this
crazy.
is better.
Nah, you're crazy.
No Way Home. I'm not getting into No Way Home right now. I don't have the time for it.
I don't either. I gave that movie 4.5 stars on Letterboxd. A 9
Should've
out of
been
10 in my
It
head.
should have been 5.
And yet, I'm like,
not good
was it a
enough.
good movie? I don't think it
Yes.
was a good movie. I don't know.
No,
I don't know
it
what you're
wasn't.
talking
It was
talking
just-
It might not be a good
Stop.
movie.
No, I won't have this slander. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that is gonna do it for our Werewolf by Night review. Ryan likes it. Ruben likes it. I like it. Let's get more of these special presentations rolling over on Disney Plus. But until then, Ryan, where can people find you?
People can find me at Ryan the Lion 3055 on Twitter for wherever and whenever I'll be on this wild world, the internet.
Ruben, how about you?
You could find
Not
me-
on Twitter, apparently.
I mean, not
Off
until,
Twitter for the next 2 weeks.
Not until the Ragnarok comes out.
Is that the 4th or the 9th?
That's the 9th.
Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, I think it's same week as
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Same. And Sonic Frontiers.
I mean, that's even better. Like, come on, man. Speaking of,
What a
I'm
And
trying to get
after
the- I'm trying to get
and
the code for Spider-Man, for
and
Sonic.
After Sun. After Sun, directed by Charlotte Wells, starring Paul Mescal. Everyone go watch After Sun on 11/11. Let's go. Ruben, continue.
That's a. I don't know. We might be doing a Twitch watch party later this week for the Peripheral, so we'll see about that. Point in Progress did their fucking ad sponsored Twitch watch party, but like, there's not gonna be any ads, so come hang out with us.
I don't know if there were ads for them.
There weren't ads. I'll just fuck with them. Christian,
Perfect.
where can
Then
we find you?
thank you. You can follow me at ISO Christian to keep up with everything that I do. That's my one-stop shop. I also just post about the vinyls I've received in the mail recently, like today.
Yeah.
Arctic Monkeys, baby.
Oh, you got the new
Yes.
album?
Yeah, it took a while for the record to actually come in, but yeah, I got the
Okay.
deluxe, whatever, special edition, whatever.
Apparently, I learned something new today. Kojima still uses his Walkman. Listening to that.
He called
Of course, Kojima still uses his
No.
Walkman.
No,
he
it's
calls
it's
it
a-
that. It's
yeah,
yeah.
I know, but it's just funny. Like I haven't heard the word Walkman in years.
Yeah. Love that, man.
But anyway,
That's gonna do it for us. That's gonna do it for us here at the Ultimate Conquest for Marvel Mondays. Until next time.